People, how y'all doing tonight? Sorry I'm late, y'all. I lost track of time. I was going through and pulling cards for y'all, so I apologize. So welcome, beautiful people, for another edition of Insomnia, Maniacs Tarot with your host, Tropical Empress in Spirit. How are y'all beautiful people doing tonight? Thank you for joining me. As I said, I'm sorry I'm running a few minutes late, y'all. I was running behind today. I slept in a little bit. I was tired. Still, I probably could have slept a few more hours, but, I didn't want to miss being here with y'all tonight, so it was a struggle getting out of bed, though, I gotta admit. Hi, Chu. How you doing, sweetheart? So, I normally have to get up, like, around, I don't know, probably about at least 3 hours before I start streaming, just to give me time to wake up, get showered, and then come in here and get set up, get centered and grounded and tune in with spirit. And yeah, I was dragging a little bit, so I'm awake, y'all. I got my Red Bull here, even though I got some of the sugar-free stuff, which I don't know, I guess it's all right. The apricot and strawberry is pretty good, I guess, even the sugar-free stuff, but I got the fully loaded stuff too, so that'll help keep me going tonight. Y'all know me about my Red Bull. I gotta have it. It's my coffee, so hi, beautiful people. I'm so happy y'all joined me. It's always good to be here with y'all. Y'all know it's my happy place. So how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe, y'all? Because I feel like some of y'all been like in y'all's heads from what the tarot's telling me, what I'm looking at right here. Y'all got heartbreak on the mind. What, y'all going through a heartbreak or a separation of some kind? Good evening, D. Collins. How you doing, honey? Hi, Marjana. How you doing, sweetheart? So, I figured I'm gonna pull some of these cards while I wait for a few more people come in and get a few messages from my deck. What's the vibe? So, like, these messages can be y'all's feelings or somebody else. And beautiful people, this doesn't have to be love. So this can be a family member, this can be a friend, this can even be a work colleague. So take it how it fits, if it resonates. Hi, Luke. How you doing, baby? Hi, Eternal Light. So if y'all are going through heartbreak or in y'all's healing phase, that's what Spirit is showing me tonight. Oh, Luke, are you going through heartbreak? Healing, baby? Hi, Daydream Productions. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. People say red is my color, so when I feel passionate and fiery, I put it on. All right, beautiful people. I'll pull a few cards. I'll probably have to pull a couple more oracle cards for y'all. So after I go over everything else. Done, and so are they. Well, Luke, if they did you wrong, baby, you should be done with them. Don't let anybody mistreat you, baby. All right, Spirit. So what's the vibe for the collective? Dang, Spirit. I just jumped out. Ooh. Masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. So maybe this is a father figure. Maybe you're a father. You're being authoritative with your kids. Or this could even be a relationship, Hey, and man, I'm not picking on y'all, okay? But some of y'all can get like a little carried away. Trying to like feel like you gotta run the household or run the relationship. So there's that. What else, Spirit? Damn. Two-faced. Uh-oh. I feel like this someone's been cheated. So we got cheater and backstabber. Those two words that stand out to me. So someone feels like they've been stabbed in the back, and pertaining to a relationship, you feel like been cheated on. Or maybe they even feel that way. So y'all place it where it fits. Because it could be y'all or them. Spirit wants you to slow down, smell the roses, though. And this kind of feels like, to me, this is just about taking time out for yourself. Smell the roses, slow down, take some time. Take some you time, get out in nature. I feel like if y'all were to get out, you know, spend some time out in nature, you know, give yourself some self-love, some solitude, especially if you are going through a heartbreak. Being out and, you know, outside in nature, doing something you love and enjoy, it does help, you know, the healing process. At least it did for me when I've gone through breakups and such. So, all right, beautiful spirit. What else? Distance, ghosted, divorce, separation. So, confirmation that one or more y'all feel like I feel like this is a separation or a divorce. So, this can pertain to a marriage. What else? Damn. Chaos, disaster. That's what stands out to me. But it also says upheaval, downfall. So I feel like some of y'all feel like whatever this is, whatever relationship this is, it feels like it's a disaster to y'all now because the heartbreak, the loss, the betrayal. I feel like someone was deeply betrayed. Oh, are you, Luke? Okay, well, you have fun with that, baby. So, if you want to act that way, you can get out too. It's going to be a good night for some coffee, Joey. That sounds good to me, baby. I can use some of it, baby. Soulmates. Twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. So maybe some of y'all feel like this is a soulmate. Or they feel like this is a soulmate. So again, beautiful people, this can be a romantic partner, but you all see friendship. So soulmate doesn't always mean romantic. It could be a family member. It can even be a friend. So you either feel like it's your soulmate or they feel like you're their soulmate. And twin flame's another one. You know, if y'all believe in twin flame, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all one way or the other. Okay, last few. Okay. I have exhausted, burned out, burdened, empty. So I feel like y'all been exhausted mentally and emotionally, going through it, or they feel exhausted. I feel like, you know, for, you know, some of y'all feel like it's some of them that feel exhausted. They feel burdened. Next one is Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. So beautiful people, despite what y'all may be going through right now in y'all's relationships, if y'all are experiencing heartache, you know, or having trouble, you know, forgiveness of some kind, whether it's you forgiving them or they've forgiven you, you know, y'all always hear me say, you know, if someone isn't meant to be in your life, the universe has a way of removing them from your life. And it's not to say that they weren't meant for you and to be in your life, you know, at the time they were, but they've already, you know, completed their time with you, and it's time for them to go, you know, their separate ways from you. You know, that's the divine coming in protecting you. And I know that is hard to hear, beautiful people, especially when you love someone, care about them deeply, especially if you feel like it's a soulmate type. But, you know, spirits, you know, are able to see what we aren't able to see down the road. And knowing that there's someone out there that's much better for you. You know, even a friendship. Like, you know, I feel like for someone, this is like your BFF. You know, you just feel like, you know, they betrayed you, turned their back on you, weren't, you know, such a BFF after all. That's what Spirit just said. So look at all this heartache, you know, as the divine trying to protect you, get you away from this person or people, so you can move on and find someone better. So in time, it will get better. Hi, Catalina. Hi, Joey. Luke, no, you can go. It's time for you to be gone. You want to come in here and act a fool? See, I don't tolerate this nonsense. You just don't know that. All right, beautiful people. Who else is here? Hi, Catalina. Welcome, beautiful soul. And hi to you again, Joey. Maybe a donut. You going through it, baby. Catalina, you talking about the sugar-free Red Bull? Sweetheart, yeah, I don't know. I haven't even read this thing. I just saw, um, I don't see anything about fake sugar, but I'm sure it is. Still tastes nasty either way. I mean, not nasty, but not as good as the real stuff is all I can say. Hi, Recca Rex. How you doing, beautiful? Joey, baby, I'm gravy, baby. You know me, I'm here. I'm gravy. Even though I was running late, I probably could have slept for a few more hours, but I'm gravy, baby, because I'm here with you. I need that witch's brew, Recca Rex. Yes, I do, honey. Especially the way some of these fools want to come here and act. They trying to bring out the shark in me really early tonight. That's not gonna happen. All right, beautiful people. So, in case y'all are new to my channel, I do my readings with messages from spirit guides. So I pull from 2 different decks. I go over the tarot. I do a 5-card spread, and then I pull oracle cards. I end it with oracle cards to add some extra meaning and details to the reading. So, beautiful people, this is a general collective reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If something don't fit, don't force it to fit. Leave it behind for someone else. If nothing fits for you tonight, beautiful people, it may not have been meant for you today, but it doesn't mean it can't be true for you down the road, as it's a timeless reading. All right, beautiful people. So here's what the messages from spirit guides. The first one is inspire others. So I feel like, some of y'all are in this beautiful energy. There's something you're doing, something you're, acting upon. I feel like someone is being a mentor to someone, and you're inspiring others this way. And Spirit wants to acknowledge that and wants to tell you to keep going because you're bountiful and it's going to bring more bounty towards you. You're going to have, everything you need provided to you for all your inspiration and being a good, person in the world, giving back and shining your light into other people's lives. And the next one is make each day count. And, I know sometimes we get, busy, especially with work, family, if we have kids. And it's hard to kind of make, the most of each moment. Understood. But Spirit wants to remind you to try and, make, the most of everything. Because the card I get next to it is survival. So I feel like some of y'all are like in survival mode. Um, so I know in a sense that's even makes it harder for us to, be um trying to make the most of each moment we have, especially if we feel like we're just getting our butts kicked by the universe. But, you know, try not to stay in any negative energy, y'all. Whether this is, having to do with y'all's resources, y'all's material possessions, or this is, even pertaining to your healing, going through a heartbreak. So I know it's, you're in survival mode, you're shielded, guarded, um, trying to hang on to what's yours, so to speak. Just try not to allow it to change you. Don't allow that energy, those emotions to overwhelm you, take hold to where you don't ever escape it. Because the last card I have here is have an attitude of gratitude. And I know this too is a hard one for us to do sometimes. I have to remind myself of this. So, beautiful people, even I have to remind myself to be this way. Because being grateful brings abundance. The universe rewards you for being grateful for the little things. Even if you don't have everything you want or you need or you feel you deserve or what is ideal, if you can be grateful for what it is you have, the universe, divine, has a beautiful way of coming in and blessing you out of nowhere. So remember that, beautiful people. Oh, Recca Rex, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad. I'm glad it's so beautiful and warm to you, honey. I always love to laugh, you know me. And y'all always make me feel good. So thank you for being here, beautiful. What is twin flame? You mean twin flame, Catalina? Um, Twin flame is people, describe a twin flame. It's like thinking of yourself, your spirit, your soul being like cut in half. So the other half of your spirit is walking around in another person's body. That's pretty much what a twin flame is. Most people think of it in a romantic way. Um, So it'd be like something like where you like naturally, your soul just naturally gravitates towards someone. And it's like, almost like your soul tribe type. Like you know this person and you can't explain how you know them. And they could be a complete stranger, but you know them like you've known them for years. It's that kind of thing. So, Joe, baby, that depends on if you believe in it, baby. Do I believe in twin flames? I'm not convinced. I don't believe that my soul's been cut in half and put in someone else's body, but others will disagree. So it depends on who you ask, baby. Um, I believe in soulmates. I believe in your soul family, that you do have, other souls here that you incarnated with. That is your soul tribe. Like when you leave this body and go to the heavens, that there is, spirits there that is part of your soul family, but that's not twin flame. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's all about where you put your faith and energy. Yeah, it's just how you look at it, baby. I like I said, I don't I'm not convinced my soul's been chopped in half. I don't buy it. But depending on other beliefs, I can understand more why some people believe it, especially when we talk about precognition to a point as, okay, I can see it, but I'm not convinced. So more of me doesn't believe in it than believes in it. Soulmates, yes. Soul family, yes. Twin flame, not so much. So, but I don't know enough about it to give you all the info, baby. You would have to like go online and research it. You feel you can trust me? Oh, well, thank you, Joey. I'm happy, baby, that you feel that way. That makes me feel good. Hi, chiropractor, and thank you. You have a question? Yeah, baby. You know me. I'm real. I'm authentic. I give you all my honest answer, my honest thoughts and opinions, my experience. Hi, Sarah. How you doing, beautiful? I'm gravy, sweetheart. You know me. I'm here. I'm gravy. How you doing? Hi, Bishop. How you doing, baby? Joe, I think it's like you can have more than one soulmate. So, like when you think of like your soul family, that kind of thing. So, I do believe you can have more than one soulmate. Noah, that's a good question, baby. If you give me a few minutes after I go over the general collective reading, I can get into it about the whole precognition and free will. I'll explain it to you from my experience and what spirit has shared with me, because I have that gift of precognition. Francine, that's beautiful, honey. And I feel that way with my mama, too. Oh, Joe. It'll be all right, baby. Give it time. I'll probably pull some other love messages if I find one of my romance and love decks here. So, all right, beautiful people. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Hi, Freedom Firefighter. What's kicking, chicken? Hey, I'm I'm spreading my feathers, baby. I'm here. There's a hawk out here in my backyard. Hawk is one of my spirit animals. It's also makes me think of my daddy because he had a hawk pendant he wore around his neck. So it's like my daddy's around watching over me. So, yeah. Hi, Jaw. Hi, Gabriel. And yeah, Eternal Light has told me he didn't believe in people like me until he watched me one night and I answered what he was told by his spirit guides, and that's what convinced him. Oh, that's cool, Freedom Firefighter. Russell, my name's Amanda. All right, beautiful people. Oh, Ruby, that's beautiful. Hi, Miranda. How you doing, sweetheart? Well, thank you, Joe. I'm happy to hear that, baby. That I'm comforting to you. Oh, thank you, Catalina. Yeah, I'd have a heavy southern accent. Hi, Sammy Pauls. I live in Georgia. I've been living here over 30 years. I wasn't born here. I was born in California, but I've been living here most of my life. So yeah, I got that southern twang. Hi, country surfer. What's up, Buttercup? I don't know, baby. I'm getting buttery. How you doing? I'm crazy, honey. Hi, Larry. So welcome, beautiful people. I'm happy to see y'all here. All right, so I'm gonna go over this tarot with y'all. So, like I said, I feel like y'all been in y'all's heads because I got a lot of sword energy here. Um, First card out, and this is like y'all's recent past energy. That's how I asked Spirit to give it to me. Page of Swords I have here, and this is about y'all just being logical. Taking a look at things, looking at the information that, could be hard to um, swallow. It could be a bitter pill, especially, when it comes to love, especially romantic love or friendship love, family love, that kind of thing. Um, and I feel like, because of heartbreak before this, especially when we're talking about romantic or friendship love, um, you're willing to put yourself out there is the energy I get from this, and it gave you hope. You had great hope for the future because I get the star card. You had hope for this relationship and things being lifelong, but it's not turning out that way. And so I feel like y'all are getting all caught up in y'all's head. And now y'all are in y'all's present energy in the Ace of Swords. And this is like having clarity, seeing things for what they are. Um, Hi, beautiful spirit. I just saw a spirit orb up here. Um, Seeing the truth for what it is, and despite going through the healing process, like I feel for some of y'all, it's starting to get better. It's a new start. It's like a reset, and you're coming to that clarity now, opening up to it, and spirit's wanting you to be more patient with yourself. You know, get out of your way, is the what I just heard. I get the Temperance card with this, and this is just about having hope and faith. And this is all about just putting your ego to the side. Just focus on yourself, focus on your healing, heal your heart space. If you're willing to take a chance and work it out, try and make, your relationships work with whoever it pertains to. Don't be afraid to do that either. It's about prioritizing right now what's most important to you. But Spirit wants you to take that time to heal. Make sure you heal yourself. Because I feel like I said, in the center of this, I get Three of Swords. And this is all about being in that great loss, that heartbreak, and trying to heal from it. Um, Sometimes people, this could also be like, if you're talking about romantic, like a third party situation, maybe that's true. Maybe that's why some of y'all feel like maybe you've been cheated on by this person, or they feel like they've been cheated on you, or they cheated on you. Um, but Spirit's wanting you to focus, your time on yourself, put them to the side, focus on your healing. They want you to stand up in this Queen of Swords energy. Be independent, be strong, you know, cut the ties. If this person has really hurt you that badly, let them go, beautiful people. I feel like y'all know that, and that's where this Three of Swords is coming in to heal. But you got to stand in this Queen of Swords energy to cut them ties, let them go, be independent. You know, y'all are smart. Don't allow um, them to even try and I just heard gaslight you. Don't allow that, because I feel like someone would try and do that and try to be manipulative. Don't listen to them, beautiful people. Let it go. But the challenge for y'all is feeling lost. I feel like some of y'all feel lost, and I get that. Especially if you've had a commitment to someone, whether it's long term marriage or friendship. But this can even be family. Because I get y'all in the Five of Pentacles, and this is all about lack, feeling like you've been left out in the cold, and understandable. I understand, feeling that way, like you don't have enough. Um, and I feel like for a lot of y'all feel like you're not worthy. You don't feel like you got the emotional fulfillment, as much, you didn't receive it from the person as much as you gave out to them. And that's really going to be part of your blockage. That's going to, delay some of your healing. And for others, I just feel like this is you, the challenge of deciding for yourself if, you feel lost without this person. Can you truly live without them? You know, um, without feeling like you're being left behind or left out in the cold. Um, I feel like, this is the time to be more secure in yourself. I get the Four of Pentacles with this. This feels more like, to me, this is all about you. Um, Not feeling guarded. The challenge is to not feel so guarded. But again, that's hard to ask of you if you're hurting right now and someone has hurt you. But it's all about forgiveness too. So be strong and confident. Be willing to, give someone that forgiveness, even though it may hurt. Even if you choose to walk away, you know, be able to stand secure and strong in yourself and know that you made the right decision, especially, being in that challenge energy of feeling like you've been left out or left behind. Those are the two things that keep coming up. And in the last row, for the advice and outcome, I get the King of Swords. And I feel like this is y'all's energy right here. This is you trying to be, impartial and diplomatic. You've spoken your truth. You're standing in this King of Swords energy, speaking your truth, being strong, you know, whether you're walking towards them or going away from them. I feel like you're going to have all that clarity you need to keep going, to be strong. Even if it don't feel like you can feel that way in this moment, it's going to get better. um that sword energy, if you can step out of your head a little bit and allow your heart to feel a little more, even if it hurts, allow it to hurt a little bit now so you can get that out of the way. Because if you do, then I feel like things will start to heal and progress faster for you. For others, I feel like this is you standing up to, standing up for yourself, even for your love in your relationship, willing to be fair and try and work it out. And Spirit showed me it can work out. And you'll be happy. I feel like you'll be able to um, make another go at this relationship. If we're talking about romantic or even friendship, even some of y'all might even be getting engaged or moving in together, because I get the Three of Wands energy. So this is all about celebration, but it's also, it could be, an engagement. It could even be a wedding. But some of the energy I get from this is also like taking your relationship to the next step. If you're willing to forgive this person, go through that healing, and come into this being diplomatic, having that fairness and being confident in who you are, but also not allowing the hurt, the mistakes of the past to hold you back and hold your relationship back. So if this is what you want, you'll find happiness, because this Three of Wands is telling me there will be happiness and something brighter, and the next level, next phase of your relationship, growing stronger. If you're not married, I feel like this could be a possible engagement, wedding, moving in. If you are married, I just feel like this is going to be like a reset in your marriage where things will get stronger. I feel like, it's just a matter of communicating clearly, with your, significant other, speaking your mind, being honest, and making sure that not only are you speaking your truth to them and being understood, but you also listen to them and make sure they feel understood and heard too, because it goes both ways. It's a matter of communication, but, all in all, just don't allow your thoughts to override your heart. Allow your heart to feel, even though it may hurt sometimes, even though it's scary. And I get it's scary to love. I get it's scary to take that risk again. Okay. You know, it's up to y'all. Y'all are, the CEO of y'all's life. Y'all hear me say, hire, fire, and promote accordingly to how you're treated. So you decide, do you want to keep this person in your life, or is it time to let them go? Either way, I feel like you're going to come out stronger and everything's going to work out. So, all right, beautiful people. So I pulled a couple of Oracle cards already, but I was going to pull a couple more. Like I said, I was trying to pull them, but I was running behind, and I apologize again to y'all. I try and be here on time. I do. So, all right, first card out from the Guides of the Hidden Realms. This is the Dream of Co-Creation. And this card says, within each of us is a spark of infinite intelligence and the blueprint for our purpose. Everything needed for our highest expression is built right into us. Our biggest issue is our disconnection from Source, with its accompanying amnesia. Our job is to wake up and remember who we are. Partners with Spirit, co-creators, not solo manifestors navigating the world while fueled by ego. We are made of energy, and we align our energy according to our attention, which is broadcast into the field of abundance and reflected back in the outer world as evidence. Right now, you have an opportunity to align yourself fully with the essence of your greatest, most fulfilling vision for your life. You are awake, so place your attention on the concept of abundance. Multiply this in your heart and soul and mind. Feel it, be it, and soon you will notice more and more evidence of this truth. What you dream about and focus on will multiply. Now is the time to discipline your mind. Claim the best and surrender the rest. And dream the world you love into being. Just keep dreaming and moving forward. Destiny is yours to claim. Beautiful people, I can't make this up. Y'all heard me say, it's time to let it go. And how we go through, and how I said at the beginning of this, the card that I turned over from spirit guides, have an attitude of gratitude. You know, that brings abundance, that brings manifestations, and blessings. Your mind and your thoughts also creates your reality. You're the manifester here. So whatever it is you want for your life, whatever you dream it, in your mind, you envision, you will create. So, and that's in a positive way, but there's a downside. The same thing can be true if you allow your thoughts, the negative thoughts, your pain to overtake you, and you fear like someone's going to betray you, someone's going to hurt you, whatever that is. Your actions, your thoughts, they go into action. So you fear, you create what you fear. So remember that. So it's going to multiply. Think of it either side. Okay? That's how I'm giving it to y'all. But you create your reality. You are abundant. If you want success in love, you want success in your career, you want success in, your overall happiness, you have it. It's all within you. That's what Spirit's saying. Dream it. Co-create it. What is that blueprint you have in your mind? Focus on that. Put your attention into that. And now create it into reality. Because Spirit's trying to help you get there and show you that. And then I pulled from a new deck I have. This is the Chinese 5 elements. And I pulled the Fire Ox, Beacon of Light. And it says, the flickering yin fire in the Fire Ox pillar may bring unpredictability in highs and lows. But as long as you keep your focus on the road ahead, trust that your faith will guide you on your path. The persistent ox, a yin earth sign, gently reminds us that consistency can help bring stability when life gets unpredictable. With hidden yin metal and yin water inside the ox, a practice of self-reflection will help uncover more of the wisdom within. It's an acknowledgement that your dedication to your vision is key to your success and growth. All your hard work is finally starting to bear fruit, and you can now see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're becoming an inspiration to others, whether you realize it or not. Your pains and sacrifices to get to this point are worth sharing. In fact, the more you tell your stories, the bigger your light will shine. Sharing how you surmounted some of life's biggest challenges to a larger world is part of your life purpose. So be the beacon of light, beautiful people. Like the card from the Spirit Guide deck, inspire others. Inspire others. Even if you're going through it, beautiful people, the way you manage it, the way you're handling it, being strong, using your wisdom, being, using your emotional intelligence, your mental intelligence to overcome it, that in itself is an inspiration to others who may not be dealing with it as well. So, you may not realize it sometimes, but you are. You are that inspiration. Give that acknowledgement to yourself. Be willing to share your life stories, as this card says, with others. Because it'll help them to look at life differently and add, some wisdom and a different perspective to their lives too. That will help enrich them for years to come. And what's crazy is at the bottom of this deck, I'm just going to show this to y'all. I got the metal pig, and it's partnership and collaboration. So this is all about your partnerships and collaboration. Working with people. You look at this from a professional standpoint, but you can look at this from a personal standpoint in your relationships, whether that's family, friends, or as we've talked mostly about romantic love. So be that inspiration, be that light. The stronger your light shines, the more goodness you attract. More abundance, abundance will be knocking at your door. All right, beautiful people. Let's see. I'm going to pull one of these for y'all. This is talking about love, but I feel like for some of y'all, this is all about y'all's abundance too. So this card answers both. Or this deck, I mean. Alright, Spirit, show me. Aw, Joey. So sweet, baby. Hi, 4748. How you doing, baby? Hi, Sarah Thang. How you doing, honey? Alright, Spirit. One card, please. Well, if you give me 2 cards, I'll take them. Spirit. Nope, too many cards, Spirit. Let's go. Give it to me 1 card at a time, please. I'll take 2 if you need to give me 2. Deserts, collections, no. Thank you. Okay. They gave me 3. So, I'll take all 3 for y'all. Wow. These cards have come up often when I've used this deck for y'all before. These messages, especially. Alright, beautiful people. First one is, let me find it. How did I overlook it? These pages sticking together. Oh, there it is. Alright. First one up is Message in a Bottle. And it says, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So look for all the messages that Spirit's showing you. All the signs, all the energy, the symbols, they're letting you know they're right there beside you. Like I said earlier, that hawk that's out there in my backyard, sitting on the power lines, that's a sign for me from Spirit. That's, divine let me know my daddy's around, which, you know, my beautiful, one of my mods isn't here, but one of my mods told me last night that my daddy's been here, that she feels him, and my cat Toby's been acting crazy, so, and I know it's true because his birthday was just a couple weeks ago, and he knows I've been going through it, so I know it's my daddy watching over me. All right, and the next one, and this is true, this is all about what I was saying earlier in the tarot. The next one I got is mending. This is like mending and healing. Where'd it go? Right up on it. Okay. Mending. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So beautiful, people. Like I said in the tarot, forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person. Whether you keep them in your life or not, that's up to you, beautiful people. But allow yourself to heal. Don't hold on to that resentment, because that just holds you back. And it just interrupts your heart space from anyone new walking into your life. So give yourself that permission to heal and be all right, because it will get better in time. And the last one I've got that jumped out, beautiful people, is new life. Let me find it. And this is all like new start for me. New life. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. So this is a new start, beautiful people. New opportunities, growth. Birthing new ideas into creation. Smell the fresh air of the new day. Allow it to fill you. Just think of nothing but beautiful gold energy surrounding you. And that positive, beautiful energy will birth your new life into your reality. Again, whatever you focus your time and attention on, you are abundant. You are able to manifest your life. Just like that card from the Guides of the Hidden Realms. This one. This is all about creating that reality, how you dream it. This card right here, the dream of co-creation, new life. So co-create to create that new life you want. And it will be. Just believe it and own it. And then let's see. I'm going to pull one of these for y'all, and then the angel activation card to close it out, beautiful people. So, Spirit, one final message for the collective, please. And thank you. No, that dropped. Nice, Spirit. One final message for the collective, please. What's the collective needed here? Oh, alright. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful card, too. The wisdom of stillness. Embrace stillness in your life. Spend time in quiet reflection or nature. Stillness brings clarity and deeper understanding. So spend time in nature, like I was saying to y'all earlier, suggesting. That time, that peacefulness will bring clarity and wisdom. If you have a burning, question, spend time in nature. Allow your mind to be still. And that's when you'll get your answers. All right, beautiful people. And the angel activation card I pulled for y'all is the Holy Spirit. Miracles are possible. Your ability to experience miracles is down to your capacity to believe that miracles are possible for you. Don't give up hope. A real turnaround is possible now. The light of angels is surrounding you, inviting you to step into the most gracious receiving state possible. Open your heart and expect a miraculous solution. You are worthy. Know it. Beautiful people, you are worthy. Own it, know it, believe it. Miracles are possible. Believe in the possibility. Believe anything's possible. And that's what I have for y'all, beautiful people, for the general collective reading. So again, beautiful people, that was a general collective reading. So take what resonated and leave behind the rest. If something didn't fit, please don't force it to fit. Leave it behind for the next person. And if nothing, resonate with you tonight, maybe it wasn't meant for you tonight, but it doesn't mean it can't be true down the road. If you shall ever feel called to it, this reading will be here for y'all to come back and listen to. All right, beautiful people. Let me put some of these cards up and I'll say hi to some more people. And then forgive me, whoever it was that asked about precognition and free will. I didn't forget, baby. So I will try and explain some of that to you, because that's a question that comes up a lot. And I understand. I understand your question is very valid too. So, and I'll share with you some of my personal experiences to kind of back up what I'm saying as I explain it. All right. These cards away. And beautiful people, if you're interested in a personal reading, hi, C Ain't Do It. My energy's great, sweetheart. How you doing, honey? Good seeing you again. So if you do want a personal reading, it's $30 US to get one from me. And I do what I just pretty much did. But sometimes I even pull more cards. Just depends on what Spirit wants me to do. Yes, beautiful. I can do yours, honey. Let me answer a question, and then I can get into that reading for you, beautiful, if you have a few minutes, honey. Yes, Catalina. Catalina, what's your name again, honey? Did you send me a donation for a personal reading? Forgive me if I forgot. Put this up. What would I do with that box? Okay, beautiful. Yes, I did get it, Catalina. Okay, honey. Yeah, I can do yours too, sweetheart. So, into, it's time for you to go. I just can't. I'm not going to even allow you to even mess with me tonight. My energy. Oh, thank you, Saint. Do it. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Okay, so I was going to answer a question real quick, in case y'all are curious. We're talking about precognition. And in case y'all don't know what precognition is the ability to foresee or foreknow the future. It could come through you by ways of dreams, visions, just even a thought that comes to you out of nowhere that you can't explain, but you just know. Can't explain how you know, but you know. And it turns out exactly how you were told. Okay. When we talk about free will, this is the way I understand it. Before you come into this life, there are certain things in this life that you sign up for. That you say that you want to experience. Like, say, for an example, you tell, Divine, you want to get married and you want to have a family. You want 4 kids, as an example. That's part of it. That will be put into motion no matter what happens, okay? Now, does that mean your whole life is pre-planned for you? No, because that's, missing the point. We came here to grow, to experience, to learn. But there are certain events that are pre-planned. And I know that's crazy to wrap your head around, especially when we talk about free will. And, yes, we all do have free will, but there are just certain things that you can't avoid. That's going to happen no matter what. All right, time for you to go too. So here's how I look at it. Just a little backstory. I've been aware of my gifts since I was about 6, 7 years old. And I didn't believe in it back then. I didn't even know what it was. I wouldn't talk to anyone about what I experienced, like what I was seeing, like my clairvoyant side, which was seeing spirit orbs and the occasional full body apparition of a ghost. And I would hear them. And I would just know things that I couldn't explain how I knew, but I would just know. And when I was 14 years old, I was having a conversation, you know, with my grandma, and I saw a spirit orb go flying across the room. And I just kind of looked up and like, what the hell is that? You know, and my grandma heard me and then I didn't even realize I spoke that out loud. And she's like, what's wrong? What is it? And I told her what I saw. And she looked at me, she's like, oh, that's just an angel passing through. What? You know, and she's like, yeah, I see them too. You know, and then she told me about psychics running in our family, that I got my gift from her. And she told me to trust what it is I see, what I hear, what it is I know, just to listen and trust it. So, and understand me, back then, even though I had all those experiences from my childhood, I wasn't ready to accept it. I wasn't ready to believe in it. I was running away from it, in fact. Well, it would take another year before spirit would really make me, accept it and open up to it, which I did a year later. Um, I was up late one night. I was doing schoolwork, and my family already gone to bed. Um, and I was just in my room. I had just put my books in my book bag, and I was getting ready to go to sleep because I had school the next day. And when I got up off the bed to walk to the wall to hit the light switch to turn it off, right before I reached that wall, I had like a feeling of like electricity run through my body, and it just stopped me dead in my tracks. And then I hear someone say, don't go to sleep. Your mother's going to be rushed to the hospital before dawn. What? And I couldn't believe what I heard. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, I just saw her an hour or two ago. She was fine, and my mother was very sick at times. She had emphysema. So, and at first I was just gonna ignore it. It's like, no, it's just my imagination, I'm losing it here, right? But then I remembered what my grandmother told me. And I'm like, okay, well, I understand that if this is true and if I ignore it, I'll regret it. So it's better to be safe than sorry. So I stayed up. At least I tried my best to stay awake. Well, I ended up falling asleep. But when I woke up, I woke up in a panic, jumped out of my bed, went running through the house. My house was empty. My mama, my daddy, my brother was not home. I was home alone. And that's when it finally hit me. It's like, no, this can't be real. This didn't really just happen, and how is it that I knew this was going to happen before it actually happened? And, back then cell phones didn't exist. So it's not like I could pick up the cell phone and call my family and be like, where are you? I couldn't do that. All I could do was sit at home and wait for them to walk through the door. And I sat there and I digested everything and thought about it. And it was like an hour or two later, my brother and my daddy walked through the door. And I looked up at them and I said, where's mama? And they said, oh, we had to rush her to the hospital because she couldn't breathe. She almost died. What? So you tell me, how did I know that? Hours before that happened, I was warned. I knew. And I can't explain it. But it happened exactly how I was told it would happen. She would be rushed to the hospital. And she did. Before the sun rose, she was in the hospital. So another quick story would be what happened to me last year. It was right after my birthday. My baby brother, we had made plans because he wanted to take me out, celebrate my birthday. And I live about an hour and a half away from him. And so I told him, that I would come and spend a few hours with him before we go out to dinner because we were going to go to a restaurant and they already made the reservation, set up the time and everything. So I get there, you know, we're hanging out, and then it gets closer to time we're supposed to leave to drive to the restaurant, which was about a 40-minute drive from his house. And right before we're getting ready to walk out the door, I just had a bad feeling that I couldn't explain. Just a bad feeling. And suddenly I get a clip. It's like a movie clip that plays through my head. I see a black SUV sitting underneath the traffic light at a major intersection that I recognize. And I see it has front passenger damage to it. But I don't see any other cars there. So I'm like, what? What the hell is this? So I kind of, you know, I realized then that this was probably going to be us since I didn't see no other car. And I'm seeing it like I'm right there before I'm going through the intersection. Like as I'm going through it, I already see this car. It's damaged, you know. So that tells me this is like supposed to be one of us. So I made the excuse to my brother, try to come up with something to buy us some time. So we didn't leave right then. And he said, sure, no problem. You know, we got time. We don't have to leave just yet. Okay, thank God. So when we finally do leave, um, I'm in one car, and my brother and his wife and kids are in another car. And sure enough, go through this intersection. There's a black SUV sitting underneath the light, exactly like my vision showed me, with front passenger side damage. And I'm looking around, where the hell's the other car? And sure enough, there was another car that was off in the side. It went off into the ditch. And that's when I knew. That was like my ability, stepping in, trying to warn me, to protect me, to shield me, my husband, and my brother, his wife, and kids. And, um, you know, the way I have to look at this, and this is the way you have to understand, you know, like I said, there's some things that are pre-planned. So for whatever reason, the universe needed that accident to happen. Why? I don't know why, okay? But it happened, okay? Understand that I was not able to change and prevent that accident from happening. The only thing I was able to change from it is making sure me and my family weren't the ones involved in that accident. You know, unfortunately, someone else ended up in the accident. But, you know, so it's a lot to wrap your mind around. And I know it's a lot for people to kind of comprehend, but it happens. And I have many more stories of when I've experienced this. Some of them I've already made, you know, videos on my channel that I posted. You're more than welcome to listen to them. I got more I got to share. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So that's my experience with it, though. Just a rundown summary and my answer to it. You know, when it comes to precognition and free will, there's both. They both exist. But yes, it doesn't mean that everything's pre-planned. It doesn't mean that, you know, you would have entirely your free will over everything. As crazy as that is, too. I get it. So, I hope that answers your question. Hello, Millen. Thank you, Sarah. You're sweet, honey. Okay. Let me do this, y'all. What time is it? I've been here an hour already. Wow. Time just flown on by, beautiful people. Hey, 420. How you doing, baby? Okay. See, do it. I just gotta run to the restroom real quick, beautiful. And then I'll come back to your reading, honey. Alright, I'll be right back. Crazy cats. Oh, my cat's acting crazy again. Okay, beautiful people. Hello, they call me Alex. All right, beautiful. See, do it. Beautiful. You got a question, sweetheart? Or do you want me just do a general on you? Oh, they definitely are. And he's been acting crazy. He goes in there and he scratches on my wall in my bathroom, or he scratches on the wall in my closet, and it's like it's the same wall that's connected on, both sides. So, and I know, like, even in my master bathroom, he'll scratch on that wall too. And he was in there last night, before I came on the stream, and he kept meowing, and I was telling him, I'm like, Toby, well, get him, go get him. And he kept scratching and meowing, so I know he saw someone, and I think he saw my daddy. So, all right, beautiful. Yep, I love my daddy. I miss him like crazy. But I miss my real dad too. They're both in heaven. So, I know my daddy's been around though. Okay, I'll go back and read. See and do it. Okay, beautiful. How do you offer services for the ones in need that can't afford it without being taken advantage of? I got you, sweetheart. That's a beautiful thing, sweetheart. Cause I know at the beginning when I started doing this, I was doing free readings. And beautiful, cause I want to help people too. I was being taken advantage of by a lot of people. In fact, many of those same people who were coming in here and getting free readings, they never came to get a paid reading. Like a lot of them I haven't seen since then. And it was draining my energy, and I had to stop, and spirit told me to stop, not allow people to drain me like that, because it does wear me down. And I had to think about that. I had to, take a deep dive and talk to my spirit guides and ask them, how do I proceed forward? And they told me, that, yeah, the messages I give y'all is free, but it's my energy, and the time I take delivering them, that has to have value to people. And if people can see my value, they'll be willing to pay me, if they value me that much. So, just from my personal experience, honey, this is just my personal experience, my advice, without, asking the, spirit yet. Be willing to know your worth, honey. I would just trust your intuition. Don't ignore it. If you feel like if someone comes to you and says they need help and they say they don't have the means to pay you, what does your intuition say? Do you feel like they're telling you the truth, or is there something there that's telling you, nah, I don't believe them? Then, you can decide then, do you negotiate, a lower price just so you can say you get something so you don't feel like you're taken advantage of? That would be how I would approach it, honey. Hi, 420. Oh, you're welcome, honey, and thank you. Yes, I know you are. I know many y'all here, and y'all do get paid readings and all that goodness. Hi, Michael. So, and Georgia is calling you because of that person. What does the universe want you to learn? Well, thank you, Bishop. Nope, I'm not on sale. Some people don't like that, but no. Just like you go out and get food somewhere, you got to pay them for food. It's not for free. You got to pay the cook and the server and the hostess. So that's how I look at it. I'm providing a service. If people value what I offer, they'll be willing to pay. And that's the other way you got to look at it. See ain't do it. All right. See ain't do it. Spirit, talk to me. All right. Full price. That's all right, baby. I'm premium. Hello, Eddie. It's good to see you too, baby. All right. Spirit. This one came out. See, ain't do it. Remember I said trust your intuition? That's what's at the bottom of my deck, sweetheart. Trust your intuition. What is that telling you, beautiful? There's something I wanted to show you real quick. All right. Spirit. Oh, that's beautiful. Singing to it. And I enjoy doing that. Clearing my space, my energy, my environment. I always do that before I start my stream. And it feels a lot better, the energy. Alright, there. Adventure. like that. That's some beautiful energy messages right there. Alright, Spirit. Which deck? Hi, Alan Ball. Much love to you too, baby. Almost time for munchies, 420. Hey, baby, you're going to make me hungry. I didn't eat today. So I still got to find something to eat. Like I said, I was tired. I woke up this morning. I only slept for a few hours, and I woke up, had a couple of phone calls to make and do something real quick, and then I went and lay back down, and oh, it was rough getting up. So I dragged myself out of bed to wake up and get showered and get dressed, and didn't take enough time to also find me some food. I barely had enough time to put the part of the general collective together before it was time to start the stream. Oh, thank you for all the heart emojis. And hi to my beautiful lurkers. No, there's no such thing as coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. Alright, beautiful spirit. Yeah, I will, 420. After I do these couple paid readings, I'll find me something. You got a lot of questions, honey. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there's that right there. All right. Man, some major arcana coming out. Use this. All right. Can't do it. I'm gonna do something. Let's see. Alright. Gotta chill. Okay. New card spirit. Come on now. Hmm. Okay, spirit. Page of Swords, spirit. I can't make this ish up. That's beautiful. Okay. Hi, Jim, and everyone else who came in the room. I'm doing a personal reading right now, beautiful people. So I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just focused on this. But hello to y'all. All right, so here, about this. Damn. Boy, that guy got you all up in your head. Seeing it do it. He got passion for you, but I don't feel it's serious like that. That's crazy though, because here's the King of Wands, and there's King of Wands. That's a couple right there. Oh, really, Saint? Do it? Oh, well, that's awesome, beautiful, that you got back into your deck. I'm happy to hear that. I love that. Thank you for letting me know that, honey. That makes me feel good. That I helped to inspire you to open yourself back up to it. Because I think it'll help you out a lot. If CC ain't do it, you know, even though you know, obviously, I read cards. I don't read cards for myself. I just, it's not that I won't do it. On a rare occasion, I might, just if spirits tell me I need to. But 9 times out of 10, if I feel like I need to, like, consult the tarot in that way, I go to someone else and let them read for me. Because, you know, even though I can detach myself from, you know, the question, but I also know I got like a, you know, a bone in the fight, so to speak. So I know, you know, I got a lot in it. So I know I could be unbiased, but, you know, reading it, it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, I know it means this, but I don't believe it, you know, that kind of thing. To where there's even other readers, they'll go through, if they read for themselves, they'll pull a card out and it's not the answer they want. So they'll put the card back and pull another card until they get the card they want that gives them the answer they're looking for. I don't do that, but I just choose to allow other people to read for me instead of me doing it for myself. And I also enjoy reading for others better. You know, I get more fulfillment reading for others than I do for myself. Exactly. And we do. because we got a lot in it. So yeah. But I'm happy to hear that, honey. Where'd it go? Okay. What's new? Just to see. One deck. Where'd it go? I'm missing. There's one deck calling to me. Oh, it's right there. That's why. It's not right. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to show this card because she's naked. No, not crazy. Okay. This one. David Bowles. Is that how you talk to all women? You must be young. That's interesting. Actually, let's put some of this one. Okay. Wow. I can't make this up. Oh, thank you. Hi, Nature Best Effect. How you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Captain Laylis. Let's see. And hi to everyone else. And thank you, Can't Do It. Yeah, girl. I was putting a lot into this for you, beautiful lady. You know, Can't Do It. When I was sitting here turning over cards, it's like Spirit's telling me, you keep doubting yourself. You keep, they keep giving you messages, but you keep questioning them. Like, is that real? Did I really just pick that message up? Did I really just receive that info? Like an epiphany. And they want you to trust your intuition, because, beautiful, understand me. You're showing up in your reading strongly. I pulled from 3 different tarot the tarot decks, for a couple reasons. And beautiful, the High Priestess came out all 3 times. That's you. That's your energy, because you're the healer, which the High Priestess, can be, a psychic, like you and I are tarot readers, but we're also light workers. We're also healers. So you're showing up here in your own reading, and it's focused around you, beautiful. I feel as though you have to take a chance. I feel like, the message that Spirit's showing me is, even, because you mentioned the guy here, that's being drawn, you pulling you here to Georgia. Beautiful, even if that connection doesn't, turn out to be long term, I feel like that's Spirit calling you to come here. Like, for some reason, you're meant to be here. This is where you're meant to do your light work, your practice, your healing, and to help people in this area. So I feel like there's something else here that you're being called to. But Spirit's trying to get you to come, give you another reason to want to travel here. Whether you continue on with this guy or not, that's on you, beautiful. But that's one of the clear messages that Spirit is showing me right now and telling me. So I did pull a lot for you, girlfriend. The first cards out of the Spirit Guide decks is like attracts like. So, you draw and you attract the people who are just like you. And that's what you want to focus, your time and attention on and with, that community, that soul tribe. Even when you're looking for your significant other, someone that's like you in many ways, not to be exactly like you. And it's not to say that opposites can't attract, because they do. But even when opposites attract, there is still some core part of them that is similar to yourself, even when that happens. At least from my experience. So remember this, like attracts like, and it takes you on wonderful adventures too. And Spirit's wanting for you to go on an adventure. Break yourself free from fear of exploring. And I feel like part of this is also travel, sweetheart. The next one is, remember, calm is not a weakness. And I know you know this, beautiful. Always remain calm, even when those people tempt us to bring out the worst in us. Which that seems to be a daily thing for me that I gotta practice. And I have my moments, honey. I think we all do, so no judgment here. But just remember this. And these 2 cards call me to the center of this. This is the other one, Journey Within. And this is all about you tapping into spirit, tapping into your high priestess energy, knowing you have the answers within. You got to get yourself, be in solitude right now. Spend some time in like hermit mode is what I'm picking up. Because there you're going to get some of the answers and it's going to set you free. I get the freedom card next to it. So take that deep dive within. Be the hermit right now. Search, explore, you know, if you're still in doubt, ask your spirit guides for, help you to answer those questions. And if you go journey within yourself and ask, give yourself that solitude, that calmness, that peace, you're going to find the answers that's going to set you free. It's going to break you free. Um, as far as the tarot goes, and this is the other interesting part because I did this in a couple different ways for you. Um, your past energy, I get the lovers, which comes to the person that's here in Georgia, but I also remember the last time I did your reading, there was someone else, but I can't remember what you said about the other person, but the person that's here in Georgia is calling to your heart. And so this is where you're having to, you've been wondering, is it worth the effort? Should I take this chance? Is this person serious about me? And I get you in the Eight of Wands energy, which is telling me right now, though there might be something there, but there's like no traction. There's no foundation yet for it to be on. And I think that's what has you in doubts too about coming to Georgia, because you're just like, what do I do here? So I decided that spirit from another deck about this person in your past energy. And they're showing me like the Five of Swords card. So I feel like though there seems to be that your heart calling to this person, I feel like there still isn't enough there. It's not grounded is what I'm getting. For it to be, for you to only come here for that is what I'm picking up, okay? And I get the High Priestess with it too. And the High Priestess is telling me, though this might be romantic for you, as, being, the High Priestess, we're like the hopeless romantics. It's not grounded. It's not stable. So I feel like right now, that answer, that though, you're being called here because of that person being here, don't allow it to be the only reason you come. Find somewhere in here that draws to you, that your intuition is pulling you towards to do your healing, to do your massage therapy. And I feel like there has to be, which I think you already do practice some of the Reiki healing. And I think that's going to be very important in this too. That's going to help you expand even more. But I feel like you got to expand, open your horizons. No, don't just focus on one thing or put all your time and attention on one thing. Look at it in its entirety. What speaks to you? He was a coward. Okay. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Yeah. I mean, so that answered that right there. That, it's not worth it. He's not worth it. So that's your past energy, though. Now I'm in your present energy. And here we have the Hangman. So this is you. I feel like this card is telling me both you're like a little stuck. I feel like there's some stagnancy in your energy right now. And this is why Spirit's saying you got to take time again to journey within, to rediscover yourself, to reawaken, something within you that needs to come to the surface. And I feel like part of that, like you said, you just started pulling out your tarot deck again, which is amazing. Keep tapping into that energy. That's going to help give you a whole new perspective on everything, what you're doing, where you're going, what your purpose is, your path, which, where do you live, so on. And with the Hangman, with the different perspectives, looking at it all, you're in the Nine of Wands energy, which is showing you how strong you are because you're able to take on everything, all the challenges, the obstacles, the letdowns, the disappointments, but you're still standing. You're not being defeated. You're too strong for that. You know that. So, and that's why I know, you're seeking the answers, which most people wouldn't want to ask, someone like me for help, guidance, you know, what those answers are. So know that you're doing everything you're supposed to right now to get through this, to search for your answers, to face those obstacles. But you can beat any obstacle too. And I know you know that because that's what this energy is also telling me here. You know, you're stronger than you give yourself credit for, beautiful. And you have that beautiful nature about you that people are drawn to. They thrive in your energy is what I pick up too. You know, being in your energy, beautiful. It's such just beautiful ray of light, you know. Um, when I tap into your energy, you know what comes to mind? A beautiful blue dragonfly. That's what I feel with you. And you're just this beautiful blue dragonfly that, like me, like spirit showed me like one day when I was at my old house, being in my backyard, I was just standing on a patio, just kind of just looking in my backyard, not really paying attention to anything. I was just standing there. And all of a sudden, from the right side of me, here comes this beautiful blue dragonfly. And it was big, big enough. And it was crazy because it landed on my chair, my patio chair. And it allowed me to get like up close to it. And it was gorgeous. So I feel like that's your energy. It's like, when you're not there, it's like people don't, they feel your absence. They may not realize it, but then it's like out of nowhere, you just glow up. You're just this beautiful bright light. It draws energy and people feed off of your beautiful positive energy and your healing energy and even your wisdom. So I feel like, you got to focus your time and give yourself that credit, beautiful, because you have all of that. You have that aura that people need. They need more of you. And that's what comes to the center of your reading. I get the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is just all about um people like wanting to work with you, but it's also about waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like this is where you got to take your time, and this is your focus, making those long-term plans. Don't doubt yourself. Just be meticulous on, your plans, your goals, what you're trying to go after, what you're trying to achieve. Because at the bottom of one of my spirit guide decks, I have goals here. Oops, my hand's covered. See, goals. And these are your goals. Wanting to set out and help people and keep doing what you're doing and add to it. So make those plans, beautiful. That's what Spirit's saying. Go ahead. Don't fear making those plans. The only problem I see here is the devil energy. I get the devil card, and this is just your blockages to me, is what I'm reading this. I'm reading this like you're allowing some things from your past, um, and you're allowing, I'm not saying you're being destructive, beautiful. I know you, don't misunderstand me. Um, But I feel like there's some temptations you're fighting, and that's getting in your way of wanting to really chart out on your own path and, go down the road that you're being called to, your purpose. So focus on fighting that temptation um, of wanting to indulge and allowing your doubts to get in your way. Don't break yourself free from that doubt, from those negative, thoughts you get that tells you you're not capable, you won't make it, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you don't deserve to be paid, so on, Um, and Spirit wants to show you that even when you take that long, you make your plans. I get the Four of Swords here, and the Four of Swords is telling me that it's time for you to also take some time to rest. Like go in the hermit mode, learn more about yourself. Rest, take it easy. Don't overload yourself because overloading yourself is gonna, it's gonna clutter your mind and it's gonna get in the way of having clarity, clear thought, and being able to really foresee your future and the plans you're wanting, the things you want to learn and to bring forward. So make sure you are taking care of yourself. Yes, meditate very much. I always forget to mention I always forget to mention meditation to people. I do meditate, but I don't meditate the same way, most people think of meditation. Mine's a little different, but so I always forget to bring it up. Hi, Calvary. How you doing, baby? So in the challenge, beautiful, here's you, High Priestess, right here again. the High Priestess coming through. This is like you being in that doubt, ignoring your intuition, ignoring the things that even though you don't know what's going to happen, like the mystery of what the future holds, you don't know, but deep inside you do know. Okay, you may not know it, in your conscious, but your subconscious knows it because you're tapped into the divine. You have that healing energy. Again, this is you being that healer, that light worker. And you got to trust your intuition. And Spirit wants you to be fearless in this because I get the full card with this. So the challenge is, not being afraid, trusting yourself, not being afraid. Don't allow your fears to tell you that you can't be, you won't do. That's I see the biggest challenge, the biggest obstacle. So, and in doing so, by allowing those negative thoughts, being afraid, having all those doubts and worries, it's gonna mess with your plans, your blueprint, how you're, trying to lay out where you're going and seeking those answers of how exactly you can help the public and be a healer to those in need who may be, not able to afford your services. But that's also you. That's coming clear to me again. Even the tarot's telling me this, but I said this even before I pulled the cards for you. Trust that intuition. Trust in the energy you pick up from people. When people reach out to you and they say, listen, I need, your services, but I'm sorry, I can't afford your fees. Can you work with me? What does their energy tell you? Beautiful. You're tuned in. You can tap into their energy just as much as you're tapped into spirit and the divine. Listen to it. Don't fear what you're being told. Even if, they come across, like, God forgive me, okay? I'm not judging anyone, okay? Because I love everybody and I understand people have their, things. But, and I know, you know what I'm talking about. Saying do it. Some people will give you, a sob story about something. And it's like, yeah, I know, I get it. But I have, mouths to feed, bills to pay like everyone else, you see? So you got to trust, are they, just trying to get one over on you? Um, or do they legitimately not have the means? Your intuition, that high priestess energy is talking to you. Listen to it. So just know that people, yeah, some will take advantage. And that's the downside to what we do. And I know that because, like for me, saying do it, and I'll share a story with you. Some years ago, and this was before COVID, I was out running errands one day, and this is when I lived in my old house before I had to sell it, that before I was forced to sell it. I was running errands. It was like in the middle of July, so scorching hot here in Georgia with the humidity and everything. And I was in a very busy area by the, I used to live by the biggest mall here in Georgia. And so the area is very, populated, very busy. And there's businesses everywhere. I was sitting at a red light, the traffic light, and it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I look over to my right, and there's a bank there. And I see a young woman, standing there, but she's like clothed like it's winter. She has long sleeves, she has jeans, she even had some kind of coat. But I also saw that she had like a sleeping bag or something and some other bag. So the energy I got from her was, she was sleeping on the streets. Even though she didn't look like a homeless person, she looked like she kept herself clean and all that. But I felt like, she was living on the streets, right? And I had to run across the street where that bank was to get to the pharmacy and also run to the post office, which was right behind the pharmacy. And I was like, okay, I'll get to these couple errands. And if she's still staying in there, I'll come back and I'll stop and I'll talk to her. Okay. So I go do the errands. I turn around. She's still staying in there. And it's like, what's going on? Okay. And Spirit was telling me to pull over. So I pulled over. I pulled into the parking lot. And I got out of my car. Well, before I got out of my car, I reached into my wallet, and I don't normally carry cash on me. And if I do, it's, maybe 20 bucks or something like that. I had 10 bucks in my wallet, and I pulled it out and I stuck it in my pocket, and I approached her, and I asked if she was okay, and I asked if she needed any help, if there was anything I could do for her. Knowing it's scorching hot, she didn't have anything to drink, is what I noticed. And it pissed me off that all these cars that are passing her, not one person ever stopped to ask her if she was okay. It's like everyone's too busy to notice she was over there, even though she didn't have a sign up that said she needed help. Something told me, her energy told me she needed help. So she's like, yeah, I need something to drink. Okay. So I pulled the $10 out of my pocket and I handed it to her. I said, here, you know, this will help you get you something to drink and some food. And um, she said thank you. She was very appreciative. And I got in my car and I went back home, right? I go inside my house and like it just stuck with me. And, I told, my husband what happened. Oh, he was mad at me. When I say mad at me, he was furious with me. He could not believe that I would stop and help someone. Not because I'm not that type person and he don't feel like we should help people if we have the means to do it. But it was the fact because I'm all dressed nice like I am right now. And because I, wear a lot of diamonds. And so he feared that someone would ambush me and try and rob me. And I'm just looking at him all crazy. I'm like, what? I'm in public. It's a sunny day. It's in the afternoon. Cars are passing by. I'm in a banking parking lot where there's cameras everywhere. Like, come on. And I was mad at him. It's like, I can't believe you're mad at me because I answered the call to pull over and help this woman. I said, and what pisses me off here is the fact that you're not thinking of it from my perspective. What if that was me? What if that was your sister? What if that was your mama? What if that was your daughter? You would want someone to pull over the side of the road and offer and ask if they were okay. And that's exactly what I did. So I couldn't believe it. I understood what he was saying from his perspective of my safety, but I didn't feel like I was in danger. Like I said, it's not like we're talking about it's nighttime where I can't see as good, and I didn't have my, gun with me or anything like that, so that's what I mean. Trust that intuition because that intuition called to me. Because after I told him that, a couple hours later, it clouded up and I heard thunder and I worried about her being out there. And I even told him that. I said, what if she's still out there? What if she needs, help still? And it did. It weighed on me. So I made him, get in the car with me and we drove down the street to see if she might still be there. She wasn't there, thank God. So hopefully she got help from someone else. But you see what I mean, though? My spirit, my intuition told me she needed help. So I made myself pull over. I could have been like everybody else and just drove on by, not paid any attention, ignored her, but no. So, yes, faith led me to her. And I really felt that. And I felt like I was meant to see her and help her, even though nobody else did. But Spirit was telling me I needed to, so I did. Amen, Chief. So trust it, beautiful, is what I'm saying to that story. Trust your intuition, what you're being called to. Just each individual, what does their energy say to you? Are they really in need and don't have the means, or are they trying to get free service from you and not pay you? But always don't be afraid to charge for your services either. Whatever you feel you're worth, beautiful, hey, people will see your value. They're going to pay you for it. Okay? So don't be afraid. You see me, I've been gradually raising my prices. I'm not afraid to do that because I understand, I'm worth more. People tell me I'm worth a lot more than what I charge. Some may not recognize that, especially the ones who want to get a free reading. They'll never see my value in that way, which, that it is what it is. There's always going to be those people out there. But it's people like you who make it worth it for me, who make the difference in my life and make me be thankful and be humbled and feel honored and privileged to be able to do this, to be able to help people like you. So thank you for that. So in the advice and outcome, beautiful, I get the Page of Swords. And this is all about your clarity, you know, taking a look at using your, your wisdom, your knowledge, taking on those challenges, having that clarity to take it head on, to face it, to not be afraid again, to look for the solutions to whatever, you feel like is challenging you, which, it's about, you going forward with this. Take a look at all of it, don't ignore, the little things. Be a little more meticulous. Take your time with it. But, allow that clarity to come to you. I'm not telling you to overthink anything. I'm not telling you to rush to a decision either. The Spirit's telling me is, for you to accept what the solutions are, what Spirit's, telling you, how to go about it, what to do. And I feel like if you can do that and use your wisdom, your intuition, and trust it, that people are going to step forward and help you and want to work with you because it's going to help you lay up that foundation. Because I get you in the Three of Pentacles. Building foundations is what this card says. Building those relationships, those contracts, collaborations, partnerships. I feel like you're going to get a lot of help from someone. You may not have met them yet, but I feel like if you're willing to have a leap of faith and put yourself out there, take a risk, if Georgia is calling to you, there's a reason behind it. And I feel like maybe that person is here who wants to work with you, start this and build this foundation with you, you know, and they will see your value in you. And I feel like, you're meant to expand more. I meant, your knowledge is so great and so vast, but there's so much more that you can learn as much as I know there's so much more I can learn. And I'm, open to learning. I'm a student of life. I'm a student of this. And I'm even been looking at, taking some classes here and there to open that door to add to my toolbox. Same with you. I know you were talking about classes too. Go for it. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, it may come with a little sacrifice, your time, and yeah, having to pay for it and this and that. But I feel like it'll be worth it in the long run because I feel like you're going to build you up that foundation you're looking for and the connections and people who are meant to be there in your life. And, I wanted to see, you know, to make sure that Spirit was being clear. So I pulled from another deck advice, um, and Spirit's confirming everything that's here. And you remember how I said the High Priestess and the Fool is right here? Okay, this is two different decks right here, right? Well, I pulled from a third deck. Guess what came out? The High Priestess and the Fool. So Spirit's confirming this. Trust your intuition. Have faith. Trust what you're getting. Trust the information. No, you may not have all the information. It may not be known to you. But your intuition and being tuned into divine will give you the answers. Be fearless. You got a new beginning coming. That's what Spirit wants you to be unafraid. Go forward with it. And things will start working out the way it's supposed to. Everything's going to start lining up for you just right. And it's up to you to make it. I know it will. Wow. Say do it. Beautiful. And that could be another reason why you're being called back to Georgia. Like something is calling you here. So I feel like this might be where you're supposed to be, sweetheart. If that's what, you feel like there's something else here besides just that, I feel like this is where you might want to be. Yeah, CGT grad, guess what? How about you get right with God? Because you know what? God does not judge. You don't judge. You forgot about that in the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not judge." You have no place to judge me or anyone else that's here. Okay? Understand me? Let me make myself clear. You know, for anyone watching me right now who ain't watched me before, okay, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. Let me make that clear. But I'm also open to other people's religions. You know, I'm not closed minded to it. I'm not going to tell anyone else how to live their life, how to believe. You know, if they're, a different religion from mine, nothing wrong with it. I don't judge anyone. So don't go around trying to throw stones at people. That's not right. Pedro, my readings are $30 US, sweetheart. All right, beautiful. I pulled some oracle cards for you, and I pulled some others for you too. So I knew this was gonna be deep for you, girlfriend. Let's see. Let me get this. Um. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. Seeing do it about the tarot. I even got the Queen of Cups on the bottom of one of the decks I pulled from. What does it say right there? Healer and intuition. This is confirming you're the Queen of Cups, the healer, and trust your intuition, beautiful. Hi, Diana. How you doing, beautiful? Amen. Seeing do it. That's right, honey. And trust it. All right, beautiful. Seeing do it. I pulled from, this is called Psychic Reading Cards, and Spirit just told me to pull from this. And the card that came out is Travel. And it says, your horizons are expanding. Plan the next step today. And it says, this card, as the universe wants you to know that your hopes and dreams of travel are not far away. Travel is a big part of our lives, whether it is local or overseas. Have you ever dreamed of visiting foreign lands or simply tracing the past of your ancestors? You may wish to travel to a peaceful beach haven or take time out for a sea change. Travel teaches you about other cultures and what a truly amazing and beautiful world you live in. It also helps you to understand the similarities and differences you have with people from other countries. Travel can also help you to unlock hidden areas within your soul, such as your past lives. Have you ever yearned to visit a location, but never really understood what it was that was calling you to go there? This may be your past life beckoning you to discover the hidden treasures that lie within your past life. The universe is encouraging you to make plans, visualize a trip, and get ready to pack your bag. Do not procrastinate and worry that you will never be able to afford the dream of your future trip. The universe works in mysterious ways. Once you make a plan, the universe will assist you to make the dream become a reality. The universe and abundance work hand in hand. So if you are meant to go on a holiday and travel to a particular location, then all you need will fall into place. Start planning your trip today and know that your dreams are about to become reality. And I love this for you. And it's crazy that I pulled this out because just like you said, you're coming here. Wow, now that's crazy. I just got chills seeing it do it. You working on the kid's passport? Hey, Tony Starks. How you doing, baby? You know, I've never wanted to go to Costa Rica. It's never been one of those places I've ever thought about going to. But, just quick story. For my 40th birthday, I was thinking about my mama. And I knew if she was alive, she would want to take me on a trip to celebrate my 40th birthday. But I couldn't figure out like where I would want to go. Where if she was alive, where would she take me? And for some reason, um, I got this vision of a beautiful beach. The scenery, I can see certain things in it, and I'm like, what is this? I mean, it's in my mind like I'm literally there, you know. I can hear the water, I can hear the ocean. I see certain what do they call those? Like marks, you know, to let me know, you know, like a building or something. And I've never seen this place before. And I'm like, what is this? Where is this? And so after I had that vision, it's like, I don't know why, but Costa Rica's calling to me. So I decided to go on the internet, do a Google search of images for Costa Rica. Honey, let me tell you, that vision I had was Costa Rica. There was a place in Costa Rica that I saw in my vision when I was being shown, and I saw the pictures of it. It blew my mind. That was like my mama telling me this is where I'm supposed to go. So because of that, Costa Rica is now on my list of where I want to go. But that's crazy. You just gave me chills, honey. Isn't that wild? So yeah, that was what my mama was telling me. I haven't made it there, but one day I will. All right, beautiful. And the next one I pulled for you, seeing do it, mystical journey. I can't show you this picture, girlfriend, because she's butt naked. Sorry. It's a beautiful image, but I can't show it because of YouTube. But it's called Afterlife. And it says, there are many different paths that lie ahead of you. Which one will you choose? The path card appears when you have some decisions to make, and you cannot work out which direction is best for you. As with the Seven of Cups in the tarot, there are too many choices being offered, and you are crippled by indecision. If you look closely, however, both paths in the forest lead through to the same destination and then continue into the unknown. If you knew exactly what to expect in life, things would be boring and predictable. One of the delights of the earth life are the many joyful surprises that are in store for you along the way. The question you must ask yourself is what experiences you would like as you journey along your path. Get really clear about what is important to you. Then once you understand this, you can take action. Be courageous and move forward. There will be many mysteries to discover along your journey, all of which will lead to freedom and self-realization. And I love that. Maybe you'll talk me into going. Hey, beautiful, I'd go. Hey, Lisa. I want to go swimming in the Mediterranean Sea too, honey. I want to go to Greece. So, yeah. Yeah, I know I can. Damien, how you doing, baby? I have to figure out how I can show some of these cards, because some of these cards are just gorgeous. And it's not just this deck. There's another deck I have that has some beautiful images, but I can't show them for that reason. Because some of the images, there's nudity. So, all right, beautiful. See it, do it. I pulled this one from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it's called Wishing Well. And it says, desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration, and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate, or are conceiving a baby or an idea. The wishing well awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities, where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside to be a channel for higher forces. and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or win. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, I love this for you. Sing it, do it. And beautiful again. This is like just saying to you, sweetheart, whatever it is you want, what you vision, you're the manifester, you're the magician. Wish it into the universe, and it will be in time. Because like I said, prepare to be amazed. I love that. Okay. And then I pull these cards, beautiful, just for your, money, career, and some of these cards can also apply to your relationships. Okay. So when you think of romantic love, you could look at it that way too. I pulled something from 2 different decks. These can apply to both your money and your relationships. So the first one I got out here is exhausted. Feel financially drained, lacking viable options, and it says recharge and regroup. So beautiful. Like that, card I got at the beginning, like solitude. Recharge your energy. Go within again. That's what this is telling me. And the next one is limitations. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. So let go of your worries, sweetheart. Spirit wants you to let go. And let God guide is what I just heard. Let go and let God guide. That's what Spirit just said. And the next one is savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. So, beautiful. Work on paying yourself. Put a little bit away for a rainy day. We all got to do that. So, Spirit wants to remind you of that. And then the last one, and I love this card. It's beautiful. Public face. Follow your heart. Become who you want to be. Earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. And it's okay to be yourself, beautiful. Be your authentic, true self. Don't hide. Even though she's wearing like this beautiful mask, I feel like, like you, take the mask off, let the world see you, see all of you. It's okay to be vulnerable and allow people to get close to you. And then from the other deck, this is more just about money and career. First one I got is education. And it says, you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position. Or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. I'm so bold, it scared the police officer. I believe it, beautiful. That I do. Oh, God knows I can be bold, but I try not to be that way when they come around. And I got a story about that in a minute. I'll tell you after I'm done with your reading. So here's this one, education. And the next one is connections. And it says, build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So make those connections, beautiful. Don't be afraid. Build those bridges. And you need help, beautiful. Don't be afraid to ask for help from someone. And the next one says, where'd it go? Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. You have everything you need to succeed. Don't fear it, beautiful. Use it. It even talks about working with your hands.
Hi, Pisces. Let's do a collective reading for you today. So